My name's Adam Poole. I'm the lead combat designer on God of War 3. My specific role is working with the entire department of combat designers, and we deal with everything that has to do with characters, from Kratos to the little civilian guy that Kratos rips apart, to some story characters. Anytime that a character is involved, a combat designer is there. God of War 2, we had this fully built-out engine. We can do whatever we want to right away. In God of War 3, we need to bring all of that technology over, but we also need to raise all the standards. And some of the nice things that it gives for us is we have a lot less limitation when it comes to animation and animation data. So Kratos has a lot more detail in his face and his hands, and you can see that when he gets mad, you can see the wrinkles in his face, you can see when he's flexing his muscles that they deform and change. I had been asking this for the beginning of the game, but we wanted to get blood on Kratos' body. About a month or so before E3, we finally got that in when it was like a last minute thing. I don't know if we're gonna get it in time, all that. As soon as we got it in, put it in, you know, after just like a minute or so, and put it on like the Cyclops eye rip and a couple of those kills in the game, and it was just like, this makes perfect sense. It sells these moments so much better, makes them feel like they're really alive. In the past, God of War's always added weapons to the game, and in this game we really wanted to push them as fully fleshed out, fully realized weapons. The first weapon that we had shown off was the Cestus, and getting the players used to more close-ranged combat and really getting in the middle of the fight and dodging around, sort of like a boxer. The Hades hooks have a huge range as compared to the normal blades, and they just swing wildly around, so they give you really powerful feeling, similar to when you press L1 in square in previous God of War games. Kratos just fling his blades around and they create this like circle of damage that nobody can get near him.
Please, spare me!
The Nemesis is actually my favorite weapon in the game. You get later on, and it's basically like 3 spinning blades at the end of a chain. And the trick with those is on any of the button presses, you can hold them down. You can continue to spin and grind them against enemies, so you can juggle enemies in the air easier. It's all about combos with that weapon, and it really gives a completely different frantic combo-based feel to the combat system. Here's an animation that we would get from Bruno. You don't see the chains in here because the chains are all controlled by code, but the animators do animate a specific rig that goes along with these chains. So this is a basic attack where they spread the blades out and then it comes back in. In the previous games we had grappling with grapple points and swinging through the world, but we had always wanted to get the ability to Kratos to latch right into enemies and grapple off of them. So that was one of the early pieces of technology that we got in, was the ability to latch into a grunt or a Cyclops or whoever. Kratos yanks himself right into the middle of the battle. Dealing with button mashing has always been a sort of a positive thing with God of War and a negative thing. The positive thing is we do make sure that the game is accessible and something that everybody can enjoy and feel really, really powerful. Without learning these crazy button combinations. But on the other hand, if that's taken too far, then everybody can get through the game with just slamming on the buttons all day long. Say, for example, the grunts have a shield on them, and it's made out of this onyx metal, and that onyx is only breakable with the Cestus, so you can try all you want with all the other weapons. You have to switch to the Cestus, and then you start wailing on that onyx and just breaking that guy down. The onyx starts to heat up, and then it shatters. I'm really proud of the way that the opening of the game has turned out, battling with Poseidon. We took the previous God of Wars as our influence, and then we looked at, okay, how are we going to be able to one-up ourselves? We all put it on a moving Titan. So now, you know, we're not just dealing with a epic boss battle, we're dealing with an epic boss battle on something that moves as well. And that was incredibly complex for the entire team. But I'm really proud of what's been pulled off, as well as not sacrificing any visual fidelity. The game looks fantastic in those scenes as well. My pet peeve boss battle that we've been wanting to get forever is the Hercules boss battle. And we wanted to get him in God of War 2, but we really want to pay him his dues, you know, make sure that he gets enough respect from the franchise, because we're all about Greek mythology, and Hercules is one of the top names that comes up. We ratcheted the game up a couple difficulties to Impossible, which I think it's called Spartan now. And the game is a ton of fun for us to play through. God of War 3's really gotten you to switch weapons and use a lot more of your abilities than you've ever had to before.